I'm Amethyst. Welcome to Sage Circle. So today we're doing a pick a pile. Only 2 piles. I like to do the 2 piles for December, just to see as a collective overall general reading what's going to pop up in December. But I figured if I do a pick a pile, people can have a choice. So pile 1 will be the pencil, and pile 2 is this little spoon. So just give yourself a minute to figure out which pile you'd like to choose from, and we'll go from there. Okay, pile 1, the pencil. Please remember, I don't use tarot and I do channel. So here we go. Spirit says, dedicated effort. It's a pretty picture. This is a new deck of cards. I've been eyeing them off for ages, but I just haven't bought it until recently. So look at this guy. He's just painting his ass off. He's just putting all his love and energy and effort into this mural. He's got his back turned to everybody else in the world, and he's just really focused on what he's doing. He's making a dedicated effort. So Spirit is saying that whatever's coming up for you for the month of December, you need to be dedicated in your choices. And it doesn't necessarily have to be productive, as in, you want to save a certain amount of money, or you want to drop some weight before the new year, or what have you. It's more of a dedication to the things that you also don't want. Like if you don't want to drink extra amount of coffee, don't drink it. If you don't want to go out to certain functions to do with work or what have you over Christmas period, don't do it. And that's what this is about. It's a dual meaning. It's a dedicated effort to the positive as well as the negative, or the not so fun things. You need to just stick with what your decisions are and make an effort. So it says on the back here, mother, nurture, miracles, nature. And this card is Lady Mary. Inner child, Mother Mary. So obviously Mary, Mother Mary, Queen of the Angels, or whatever you'd like to call her, is with you at this time and will be through the month of December. And her message is that you need to be playful. You need to have a bit of a relax and have a bit of a play. Some days we all have days when we're lazy and don't get our chores done when we're supposed to, or just to really appreciate the weather that we're in and just sort of laze around or what have you. But Mary is saying that it is genuinely a good time of year for you to play. You need to nurture your inner child. Do some things that you wouldn't normally do. And it's also not just about nurturing yourself. It's mother in general, the maternalness of you as a person, even if you're male. Nurture, miracles, nature. So it's a miracle in itself to be able to give the gift of to other people, the gift of giving, particularly at the time of Christmas and over that December bracket. So Mary's message to you is that it'd be really nice to donate, or to even not so much money, but your time or your energy or your effort. Help somebody out. Help the less capable, or help people in your family that you know are pushed for time and you've got a bit more time than them, or just make a genuine effort. Offer to take over something in particular to do with your Christmas day, jobs, or what have you, whatever you're designated to do with your family, or even if you're going to work. Do something nice. Take in a Christmas cake or something on your shift. So this is all about your inner child and just coming from a childlike wonder. That's a nice message. Okay, next card. Joy and stability. Wow, look at that card. So Spirit is saying that with joy and stability, it's okay to let loose every now and again. You are still stable. Now, remember, I channel, so even though the meaning of this card from the deck itself could be slightly different or different to what I'm saying, I go off what messages Spirit give me. And they're saying that your joy will also bring you stability. It'll help the chemicals in your brain even out. It'll help you relax more. It'll help you sleep better. And you'll just know that the things that you're done or doing are bringing stability into your life. It's okay to have fun. Even if you're not one to go to the nightclubs or what have you, put some music on, have a dance around the house, have a barbecue. Even if it's just you on your own, you can still fire up the barbecue and instill that joy, knowing that you're getting stability from it. You got to have fun. It's a good time of year. Put your Christmas hat on, even if you're home on your own. Nobody will know. Okay, this card here says, Chrysocolla, Right, so this particular deck is called the Allied Crystal Cards. The Crystal Allied Cards. That's just the card out of the inside of it. And these are really old. Like, a girlfriend of mine, she gifted me these, and she had this deck 15 years, she told me, and I've had it now for 3 years. And I honestly only ever pull this out 2 or 3 times a year maximum, because you can't buy this deck anymore. It's so old and it's in such mint condition. And because I do use a lot of oracle cards and stuff, I just don't want to put that in the position where it gets dog-eared or what have you. If I can get 20 years out of it, you know, that'd be great. So the message for this is, now I did actually jot down a little message. I'm just trying to find where I put the, that's weird, the book. Okay, it's behind my back. Sorry. Okay, so the overall message for this particular stone, I've written it down. It says, the lesson of the chrysocolla crystal is actually that of sound energy, the ally of sacred sound. I just mentioned music. So it might not even be music that you're into. If you play an instrument, now's the time in the month of December to pick it up and have a tinkle. Just feel the vibration. It'll just raise your vibration. Pull out all the things that you can make noise with. So I know a girlfriend, shout out to Kel, how you doing, babe? And she was telling me recently she's got all different like rain sticks and all sorts of fantastic instruments to use for spiritual healing and clearings and things. But you could literally pull out some pots and pans, you could pull out your guitar, you might have a drum pad lying around, a flute, a recorder, a harmonica, whatever it is. Spirit's saying pull it out and make some noise. Enjoy the sound of energy, or the energy sound to do with your crystal for this month of December, the chrysocolla, because it is the ally of sacred sound. And it also says here in my note that you can use this crystal to help with all forms of communication coming from your heart. And it's also good for affirmations. My 9-year-old's just come up and kissed me on the shoulder. Shush, please. Good boy. Guys, knock it off. Okay, so now, these cards here are ones I've just whipped up myself. So basically this is like the Celtic or pagan or what have you, like horoscope system. So I've just written them out with a few messages on the back and cut them into cute little love hearts. So Hazel is the horoscope for the month of August 5th to the September 1st. So that could mean something to you in your life. If you've got things that you need to let go from that time of your life, or you know somebody in your life that's birthdays around that time that you're going to be spending time with in the month of December, the message is knowledge, inspiration, and home protection. So if you've got a family member or somebody coming into your life in the month of December that you don't feel comfortable around, home protection. It doesn't mean that somebody's going to thieve off you. It just means that to know that your home within yourself, your heart, you'll be protected. And remember to use this stone or to call on it and use the energy, the sound therapy energy, to help you with communication in the month of December. It'll also give you some inspiration. This time frame, Hazel itself, it's good for inspiration, and again, it's knowledge, very old. The other one I pulled out for this is the rowan tree, and you might know somebody, his birthday lies from the January the 22nd to February the 18th. My son, who just come up and kissed me on the shoulder, he falls into this bracket. So rowan's a really cool tree as well, and the message for this is banish, psychic, seer, and meditation. So again, with your sound, pulling out your pots and pans, your instruments, and even if you don't have any instruments, you could listen to some panpipe music or some African drumming or something like that, and just switch it up a little and just have a really great month of December, celebrating life for what it is, the end of the year. But yeah, so you might know somebody that you're going to have some time with, or that could even be your birthday, or you have a significant memory from that time frame. Okay, so what do we got here? These are mine as well. So this says number 3. Number 3 is a number that you will likely be seeing through the month of December. You might live at the number 3. There might be 3 people in your family. It could be your favorite number. You could be born in March. Either way, Spirit is saying that they would like you to work with the number 3 some way, somehow in the month of December. And it says the messages are, or the meaning of 3, as a basic rundown, is the divine, It could be holy, like the Holy Trinity. It could mean somebody's a bit spoilt as well. You might notice that comes up. And be playful. So that's a double message with being childlike and having some joy. Be playful. Now, this is your money info. These are also just some channel bits of messages I've jotted down on these cards. And all these little particular cards in my hand here, the whole little deck that I've put together, is just different ways to say money. Honestly, it's ridiculous. So, money puddles. So basically, Spirit's saying that if you feel like your money puddles are murky, December is a really good time to clear that up. If you feel like you've stepped in a money puddle or a muddy puddle surrounding money, Spirit's saying that you need to cleanse yourself of that energy surrounding that money. You need to come from a space of knowing that the money is money, and it's not even in a puddle, it's a mindset or a position that you've put yourself in this human state. You'll be able to get past it. Now, the correlating message to that is living the green. So, get through your money woes or sort out your money and do what you need to do with it. Now, you might be stressed. You could be in a money puddle because you might feel as though you're obligated or expected to come up with elaborate gifts and things for people over Christmas when you can't afford that. At the end of the day, living the green. Be wise with your decisions. Some people are really crafty and creative. You might be able to make some things. You might be able to get literally some glass jars from the opportunity shop or some mason jars from a dollar store, and you might be able to paint them and put glitter in them and turn them into customized candle holders or tea light holders or something for people, and give them to people for Christmas. So even though it might cost you say $100 to do that, you can cover everyone. You could put chocolates in them, you could do whatever you want and hand them over. So don't think that being in a muddy or a money situation with money, a muddy situation, that you can't be living in the green. Okay, so what else do we have here? Spirit says the time of darkness is coming to an end. We've all had to go through some form of darkness this year. The rabbit, growth, new life, beginnings, abundance. It's lucky in some cultures, and some cultures people don't find it lucky. But Spirit is saying that the light is coming out from the moon. It's time to come out of that mindset of, oh my God, I've been in COVID mindset all year. Use the month of December to clear up that energy and get ready for the new year. Here we go. New beginnings. New moon, it says. Beginnings. It mightn't be a new moon, but either way, Spirit is saying that the door's open now. See, look, the moon's out. The light's gone. Wow, that's really cool. The moon's gone. The light's out. The path has been cleared. So once you can clear up that energy of, COVID, the doors are going to open for you. Look how lush and green it is over the other side. Don't worry about what's going on right now. Just look for the focus of what you'll get through into the new year. Also, resilience. Look at this woman. She's carrying this earth on her back, or it could be a moon, and the moon is also out, but it's got growth coming out of it. So it's all about your hard work and your effort and your energy, but sometimes it's a mental energy or an emotional energy. So Spirit says, just keep being resilient. You've got the resilience, you're strong, and you can get through the month of December. It's really difficult for some people to get through the festivities and stuff. It's a hard time, even if you're not being social. Some people just don't like it. So be resilient and you'll get through. Now, a few more cards for this pile, and it says, share the love. That's beautiful. So again, as with using the chrysocolla as an energy to help you communicate from your heart space. But this month of December, this is a clear indication. Look, there's two people talking. It's a man and a woman. It mightn't be that in your life, but it's just communication in general. Share the love. Love doesn't cost $1 million. And, oh, wow, thanks for the overall, guys. Coming together. Spirit is saying that obviously it is a time of festivities and you are coming together, whether it's coming together in yourself, getting your shit together because of what you've been through or haven't been through or achieved or haven't achieved for this year. It's just about coming together. Now, it's a man and a woman. So if you're sort of flying solo over Christmas, it's about bringing both your elements, your shadow and yourself, or your masculine and your feminine energy, or what have you, just pulling yourself in and coming together. Look, they've got love coming out of their hand as well. So does this one, and the chrysocolla is about coming from your heart space. So awesome. Thanks, guys. That is pile 1. Pile 2, the red spoon. Let's see what we've got here. First card, it says release. So obviously for the month of December, there are things in your life that you need to release, even if it's mental and emotional. Look, it's coming down there from his heart area, from his sacral, and he's actually open to receive. He doesn't have his eyes shut. He's not trying to block the release that's happening. He's just hanging on to his shirt to just let it come out. He is just rolling with the tide. So Spirit is saying that there's things you need to release in the month of December to prepare you for the new year. The back of this card says frequency, thought, clarity, clearing, and subconscious. Clearing and release. And it is the angel of manifestation. Okay, Spirit is saying that in order to manifest what you would like to put into place for 2021, you need to release some stuff. And even if it's not just a release of mental things, it could be physical things as well. I mean, you might have a lot of paperwork in a room that you need to finally go through and you just keep putting it off. Well, the month of December is a really good time to do that. Sorry, I just bumped the camera. The month of December is a really good time to do that, because even if you just literally spend 20 minutes a day, every day in the month of December, or 3 or 4 days a week, whatever that you need to work on releasing and clearing, you will get done in the month of December to help you manifest for next year. Spirit is saying clearly to me that there's a group of you people that will watch this that actually have specific goals that you want to achieve, even by Easter or April for 2021. Get your release on, guys. For the rest of you that don't have such set in stone goals, but you do have some things to manifest for next year, the same rule applies, that you need to manifest. And it might take longer than the month of December, but you will be able to get a bulk of it done. And it could just be mental as well, or emotional. You need to release. Okay, the next card. Take the lead. Okay, take the lead in your manifestation. Similar colours. Similar colours on here. The purples, the blues, the pinks. Awesome. Spirit is saying that you need to take the lead in what you need to release in the month of December. And honestly, it could be friendships. It could be that guy at work that's pissed you off for the most bulk of the year or the last couple of years, and you've finally just had enough of his shit, because you know at every work party at Christmas he's going to try and crack onto you while his wife's at home with the baby or whatever. But you know, that happens a lot to people. You'll be surprised. Take the lead. See, she's got fire coming out of her hands. It's a fire element energy. You've got the fire within you. The fire is already burning. So take the lead and release what you need to in this life to manifest for next year. Now, Spirit is saying specifically that there is somebody that is considering submitting an application for a promotion at work, or a higher job, or a better paying job with a better job description at another organization over the month of December going into January. And I think you're aware that it could be a 6 or 7 week turnaround, because that's how their process works. Spirit's saying, do it now, take the lead, get your application submitted. It's the perfect time to do it. Luck is on your side. How many of those were there before? That's what I thought. Okay, so this card here from the Crystal Ally cards is turquoise. Beautiful card. I'll show you close up if you can see it. So Spirit is saying that, I've written some notes down because I'm not too used to these cards yet, because crystals in general, I know are basic, say 20 or so crystals, but this deck, the book for this deck is so intense. It's like 2 or plus pages of information for each card. So it says here, turquoise is about seeking unity within. I've written, all situations in life are to bring you to wholeness of yourself, or self, the self, and the universe. There is nothing separate. Everybody is combined together as one. The universe and you are one. So if you're having some issues with feeling left out, or not feeling a part of the team, or feeling overly a part of the team, it's all a lesson. All situations in life are to bring you wholeness of self and the universe. So Spirit is saying the month of December is a really good time to sort of shift through that and really work on yourself when it comes to feeling whole and complete even if you don't have a certain person in your life that you've been waiting on, or you don't have the money that you think you should by now, or you don't have the things that you need necessarily on a material plane or what have you. Spirit is saying that you are still whole, and these lessons are to bring you to wholeness. There are some Buddhists and some monks way before the minimalist phase or fad or what have you came in, even in Japan or Asia. A minimalist way of lifestyle is the bestest, closest way to come to your wholeness, because you don't need all those things to feel whole and complete. Sometimes a lot of material things can actually make you more detached and cloggy or claggy in your head. So that's Spirit's message. Okay, now these two cards here are off a little deck that I whipped together a couple of months ago, and it's basically like the Celtic and the pagan horoscope system. So from April the 15th to May the 12th, it is the Willow. Now you might know somebody who you're going to be spending some time with in December with those born in those dates, or it could be your birthday around that time, or a significant thing happen in your life around those dates at any year. And the message is spirit guardian, healing magic, and binding. So Spirit is saying that you can look up willow, you can learn to work with willow, you might have a Wiccan basket made from willow. If you want to, you can actually use that as a source to contact spirit. Healing magic. If you do have a nice little willow basket somewhere around the house, you could write affirmations and put them in there. You could put some healing things in there. If you don't work with magic, Spirit's saying that you could just use that for the month of December to put some notes in and look at when you get to the end of the year, when the new year begins. Okay, so next card. Now the Elder Tree. Now this is from the month of November the 25th till December the 23rd. Now this could actually be quite current for somebody right here, right now for December 2020. These dates might mean something to you. So Spirit is saying the message is banishing, sleep, and hex breaking. So if you've got things going on in your life during this time bracket going up to just before Christmas, now is a time to banish it, to sleep it away, or to hex break. Now, if you don't do magic and you don't break hexes, what Spirit is saying is that if you've got somebody that you have to deal with over the month of December that is actually highly toxic in your life, regardless of being a parent or a family member or a sibling or what have you, Spirit is saying now's the time to banish that attitude. You don't have to have an all-out war with them over Christmas, but you can certainly try and set some boundaries beforehand, before this date here, the cutoff point. You can get some things in place. You can set yourself up to break the cycle of what these people do every single year over that time frame. And when it comes down to sleep, that could just be a clear message for you. If you're not sleeping properly, you need to work on that. If you're sleeping too much, you need to work on that. This little card here is a number, just a little deck that I've whipped up with numbers on it, just with some basic meanings. So Spirit is saying that you need to be incorporating, using, or working with the number 7 through the month of December. That you might see it everywhere. You might see it in ways that get broken up or broken down to a 7, that add up or break down to a 7, 5 and a 2, for example. So Spirit is saying that the 7 represents truth, the self, seeking or the seeker, and the loner. So whatever this could mean to you, you need to work through that. 7 represents the truth, the self, the seeker, and the loner. Good luck with that. These little cards here are just another little deck that I whipped up a couple of months ago. And it's all just literally, every single card is a different way just to announce money or finances. So Spirit says, a fist full of loot. So I think you could be well prepared for your December festivities. I think if you are not one of those families or people that spend a lot of money on Christmas, that what you'll be getting out of the month of December is a fistful of loot. It mightn't even be material, but you'll walk away with your spiritual bag full of abundance. And I think that could have to do with this, seeking and the truth, and also the information that I'd mentioned from the elder. And also mint leaf. Mint is another word for money. Leaf is another word for money. And Spirit is saying, the mint leaf lollies, that's what I think about when I think of this card. Spirit is saying that, You don't need money to be rich, but you've got the money. So if you picture your money seeped in sugar or cinnamon, or you even get some coins and chuck it in a little dish and sprinkle it with a bit of sugar and stuff and just say to it every day, my mint leaf tree is growing. My mint leaf tree is in abundance. My mint leaf tree is growing. And you do that for the whole of December. By the end of that, you might come up with a nice little bit of money. You might also get a tin, like a tin that has a slit in it for coins, and the whole month of December, just put your shrapnel in there, a couple of goldies and some silvers, and do that for the whole month of December, and then go and cash it in for January, and you'll be surprised how much your mint leaf's growing. Okay. Spirit is saying beauty. Look, this girl's in nature. There's a butterfly, even her lips are flowers. The moon is in every card, obviously, because it's one of the moon oracle cards, decks. But Spirit is saying that there is beauty in the month of December. It could just be in a natural way. It could be you feeling the sun on your body. It could be you seeing a sunset or a sunrise. It could be how juicy your strawberries are. This is a natural element. This is even outdoors. Spirit is saying that you really need to pull on the smaller things that you find are beautiful in the month of December, because there might be some hectic situations going on with you because of other people. Gratitude, exactly. Be gracious. Say thank you every day. Thank you for this lovely cup of coffee. Thank you for the beautiful sunrise. Thank you for the nice weather for the towels to dry. Thank you for being able to go for a swim. Just give thanks. Say thank you to Spirit. That's almost like a Gaia. Gaia's in the background. Give thanks. And abundance. So these two cards here incorporate. Noticing the beauty, giving gratitude is going to put you in an abundant mindset. Like I said, if you put all your bits of coin in a jar, a pot, a tin or something, and not touch it for the whole month, and sprinkle a bit of sugar or a bit of cinnamon or what have you over it, and just say to it every day, this is growing. My mint leaf tree is just flowing. You will be in abundance. Now this girl's in nature as well. She's got a fox in her arms and the moon is quite full. So the month of December, you might actually be getting a promotion. You might be moving, getting a new car. You might be having a lot of abundance. That is just a special gift to you at this time of the year. Final two cards. Control. I love this card. Look at her cloak. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you are in control of your own life. See somebody in the background watching you? That's her eyes. She's looking down. She's not focused. She has a helmet on. She's coming as a peaceful warrior. She is dressed for battle, but at the same time, she's wide open. You know the saying, eyes wide shut? This is her. Don't push this girl around, basically. This could be you. Doesn't matter whether you're a male or a female. You need to take control of your month, your December. You can't let other people put you in a position with emotional blackmail or feeling guilty or uncomfortable because of the choices that you're making in the month of December. Because everybody's had a weird year. But that doesn't mean that we need to, as people, put down or pick on other people. Take control of your life. You're set for battle, but you can be peaceful about it. Okay, last card. Third eye chakra. Cool. This kind of goes with this here for me in the background. So Spirit is saying, use your intuition. Use your gut feeling. Use your intuition. Use your God-gifted intuition to make the right choices in the month of December. If you don't want to go out and be with somebody, don't do it. If you want to stay home and read a book, do it. Whatever your choices are for the month of December, this is the last month for the whole year of 2020 coming up, honestly. And if you've got some beef that you want to sort out, or some peace you want to make, or some things you want clarity on to tie off the end of the year, tap into your third eye chakra. Now you can actually do some chakra alignments for this. You can do some chakra healing. You can invoke or look up on YouTube or whatever you do. Do it yourself to bring forward a meditation and work on clearing your third eye. Your third eye might be blocked actually. So Spirit's saying that you need to work on that. So that's basically the messages, guys, for the month of December as an overall general collective from the pile, pick a pile, two pick a piles. Much love. Take care. Amethyst.